to the India e-mobility conclave. For all the audience, we have the pleasure of Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. He doesn't need any introduction, but as a formality, he is the Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Minister for Shipping and Waterways, as well as Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises for Government of India. All these three ministries have a very key role in enabling India's transition towards a cleaner and safer e-mobility. He has already instituted number of amazing reforms where the pace at which the national highways and roads have been constructed to opening up of the waterways, as well as some of the leadership in looking at alternative fuels and e-mobility. All of these initiatives are very instrumental in transitioning towards the cleaner mobility. So without any further delay, I would like to invite Shri Gadkari ji for his keynote speech for this conclave.
Thank you very much. First of all, this is one of the important subjects where we need more priority from the government and from the private sector for both. In the present scenario, the transport sector consumes 18% of total energy demand in India. The 70% of the energy demand is met via imported crude oil, which is putting heavy import burden on Indian economy. Approximately 7 lakh crores we are spending on import. In addition, transport sector contributes to about 23% of carbon dioxide emission globally, and about 18% of carbon dioxide emissions come from the road transport sector. In India, road transport contributes to 90% of carbon dioxide emission among all other transport modes. And as per Paris International Climate Agreement, India has pledged for reducing carbon emission by 30 to 35% by 2030. India is a power surplus, so the benefits of e-mobility solutions 100% is very much in the interest of the country. There is a strong need to develop import substitute, cost effective, indigenous and pollution-free sustainable transportation system in the country. And one of the most important solution is public transport on electricity. Already we have metro network now that is on standard gauge, but in Nagpur now we are formulating one new project where broad gauge metro, and that is a concept is very important, where the speed of broad gauge metro is 120 km per hour and passenger train speed is 40 km per hour and express train speed is 60 km per hour. And by using this new technology of the rolling stock, it can be a great solution for electric mobility, which can be used as a mass rapid transport on electricity. Already our broad gauge network is ready, electric lines are ready, stations are ready. The cost for standard gauge metro per kilometer like Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, Nagpur, it comes to approximately 350 crore per kilometer. And the broad gauge metro is coming hardly 5 crore rupees per kilometer, because the infrastructure is same. So we can use it up to Delhi, Jaipur, Delhi, Ludhiana, Delhi, Chandigarh, Delhi, Mathura, Delhi, Gwalior, Delhi to in the sub 250 kilometers in the area it can be used. So today, in place of passenger and express trains, we can select this option, and it is very low capital cost with a fast speed, and it is 100% giving good comfort to the people and electric as a fuel. At the same time, my idea is to using double-decker buses, e-buses, from one point to another point, from Delhi to Jaipur, Mumbai to Pune, Mumbai to Nasik, then Bangalore to Chennai. where the ground level will be used as a executive class and higher level will be economic class. And just like private airlines, there will be all type of arrangement, and it could go from one point to another point, Delhi to Jaipur only, and it's on electric. So this can be a really good solution. Actually, as far as our Indian economic situation is concerned, we need import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous technology. For that purpose, now we are thinking to give priority for ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, electric, hydrogen fuel cell. Then this type of methanol, these are the different type of fuel now available. We can make methanol from coal, and presently in our country, the Assam Petroleum and RCF and Gujarat Fertilizer, they are making methanol. So methanol we can use as a marine fuel. The diesel rate is, you know that it is 65 rupees and the methanol rate is 20 rupees per liter. So even LNG is the fuel for the future. For long term, for truck and buses, for 1000 kilometer, 1200 kilometer, we can go for LNG as a fuel. And now we are planning to make LNG stations on our highways. So definitely LNG is the fuel for the future. And actually, if you need to one truck or one bus convert into LNG, the cost is 10 lakh rupees. But with the cost benefit within 2 years, you will get your money back. So naturally LNG is, as compared with diesel, is very economically viable, and compare pollution point of view also, it's a preferably good. At the same time, we are now making ethanol. Economy is very important for the country. We are making ethanol in our agriculture field, particularly we are making ethanol from sugarcane juice, molasses, and also we can make ethanol from corn, food grains. We can make ethanol from biomass. So presently government is giving permission to making ethanol from molasses is already there. Then making B heavy molasses, that is 6% molasses into sugar, and other is making sugarcane, making ethanol from sugarcane juice. Also government is giving permission. Presently we have surplus of sugar, surplus of wheat, surplus of rice, surplus of food grain, and that is the reason that we can even use rice for making ethanol. 1 ton of rice is giving 480 liters of ethanol. So it is very important now today, because we have surplus rice. At least for next 3 years we have got rice and wheat is with us. We don't have place for storage. So conversion of rice or wheat or corn onto ethanol is very important option for agriculture. And in place of sugar we can make more ethanol. So now presently we are giving 6,000 crore subsidy for export of sugar. So if we convert that sugar into ethanol, again it can be a good possibility for, in the interest of the country, to save the foreign exchange and save the pollution. Today, as far as the economic situation is concerned, already we need to reduce our import. So present size of ethanol economy is 20,000 crore, and we can make it up to 1 lakh crore. The Bajaj and TVS has already manufactured their bikes and scooter on 100% bioethanol. So in Brazil, USA and Canada, they have flex engine. There are already these brands are present in Brazil, USA and Canada: BMW, Mercedes, Honda, Hyundai, Toyota. All these brands are there, and there are flex engines. It's a choice with a consumer. Either he can use 100% petrol or 100% bioethanol. That can be also an important thing for the country. And presently we are electric surplus. And now we are planning to make more generation with the help of solar energy. We have tremendous capacity for hydropower, particularly in the hill area: Himachal, Uttarakhand, Kashmir, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur. So there is a huge possibility for hydropower. The wind power is also, there is a substantial potential. At the same time, the solar power is also very cheap, and already we have a big expansion in making power from solar is also a big program with government. So the power is not a problem. So presently the power is the alternative which is very, very cheaper. We are also making this hydrogen fuel cell technology in the country. I got opportunity to run this car of Toyota in Delhi, and now the idea is to making hydrogen fuel cell from biomass. By using biotechnology we can generate biomass, and by using biomass we can make hydrogen fuel cell. So these are the different type of technologies available. We need to go on all the technology which are indigenous and where we don't need imports. As far as the e-vehicle policy is concerned, we are encouraging people. I am giving example in my own house. I have one electric e-vehicle SUV, and actually my son was using, his petrol exemption was 12,000 rupees per month. Now it comes to 700 to 800 rupees per month. So it is very cost effective. But regarding e-vehicle technology, e-mobility technology, the most important thing is we should not import the material which is we are making for e-mobility. Our priority is to make all this type of material in India, particularly lithium ion battery and other thing. Now we have already given 2 mines of lithium ion to private people. I am expecting that as early as possible we will get the raw material. At the same time we are developing technology. The sodium ion technology also, the research is going on. So in this field, this lithium ion battery is a big problem. And now the cost is reduced. Every day it is going to be reduced now, but it should be cost effective. For electric buses, in Mumbai, the best diesel bus, air conditioned bus running on diesel, the cost is 115 rupees per kilometer. And Pune, we purchase this electric buses, the cost is 50 rupees per kilometer. So capital cost is high, but fuel cost is less. So the most important thing is that for public transport on London transport model, where the private person who purchase the buses and they can run on kilometer basis, and corporation, state corporation and civil corporation will give them guarantee for 200 kilometer in the city area, or something 300 kilometer for the from one point to another point for state transport. The private people are ready to invest, and the cost will reduce. Even they can reduce 30% ticket rate also, and giving good comforts. Even they can give them air conditioned bus also with 30% discount in the ticket. So it can be economically viable. We need to take approach of public-private investment. By public-private investment, we can make bus port, and even for bus, just like London transport model, there are 9 operator who already invest their money in the capital, and they are running buses, double-decker buses. The buses is on electricity, and different model is very successful in London. We need to implement that model in the country. At the same time, I am also already giving advisory to the state government that they can give permission for two-wheeler, motorcycle, bike or scooter for taxi. For a one person, he don't need to take auto rickshaw or taxi. He can use two-wheeler, and it can create more employment potential in the country. But only e-vehicle and vehicle on bioethanol, only we can give permission. It is going to reduce our pollution. It is cost effective, pollution free, import substitute indigenous, and at the same time creating more employment potential. But today, for that reason, state government, I am expecting cooperation from them to give the permission. Just like taxi, they have a meter, and just like Ola, Uber, people can contact them, there will be a platform, immediately they will come to near to your house and you take it that two-wheeler and going to station or airport. That can be possible. So this can be also very important for creating more employment potential. In the rural area, this can be also a great thing for the people in the rural area. So there are different models we can make it. And government approach is giving support to all this new technology. But presently, as a manufacturer, what my request to you is that make in India and made in India is equally important. If you are only importing material from China or some abroad from any other country and only making assembly, that is not of use. We need to find out the solution for that, and that is very important. For that reason, there is no deadline that we will make it up to this year, we will make electric vehicles. Don't need to declare this type of declaration. This is my honest feeling. If the option is there, alternative is there, it is economically viable, cost saving, pollution free, people will purchase it. You don't need any marketing for that. Now I am giving my own experience. Now where our cost is reduced, pollution is reduced, people are going to 100% going to prefer it. But in Indian scenario, we need to make good quality of vehicles and maximum Indian parts we need to use in it. Where we need some research, upgradation of technology, innovations. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research and skill, we name it as a knowledge and conversion of knowledge into wealth, is the future for the country. The people like you, we have got tremendous potential for your research, and I know that you are a lot of people from your area, they are doing very, very excellent research, creating options, and 100% that is the future of our country. So the things are moving fast. I am very much confident that within due course of time, 100% people are going to prefer this, and there is a huge potential for that. My request to all of you, what are your issues related with government, about standards, about other things also, kindly give it to me. It will be my responsibility to clear all the things. Regarding charging also, day by day, every day there is a new technology is coming. So people need that even they can in their house on their house meter, they can charge their vehicle. Or somewhere in the parking area in the building or some of the bus depot they can make the area. At night they can charge. That can be a good solution. So my suggestion is there are a lot of options are there. I am also trying to make one pilot project of e-highway between Delhi to Mumbai. And that is also that my idea is to electric truck and electric buses will run on electricity. So we are now, and when I visited Sweden, I visited one project. I also called them to India, but because of COVID, it was difficult to interact with them. But I am trying for that to start one pilot project. So my feeling is it's a huge potential in this field. Government is fully supporting this thing. Already GST on e-vehicle is only 12%. It's very less. So naturally there is a support from government. But there is some of the people, they have a habit. Every time they ask about tax exemption. So I know that you are also going to ask me this question, and my answer is very blunt. Whatever we are giving is more than sufficient. Presently it is the authority of the finance minister to declare it, but I feel that it don't need that. People are ready to pay it. Only we have to make huge volume by which we can reduce the cost. And 100% comparison with the diesel and petrol vehicle, the e-vehicle is economically viable, technically viable, and 100% people are going to support it. Their choice will be e-vehicle will be the first choice. So the atmosphere is very positive, government is very supportive, and industry is also doing excellent jobs making new research, innovations, and the future is very bright. As a ministry, we are all in support of all these new ventures which you are making. Your research, your inventions, your new vision is very useful for the country, and it's my dream that India will definitely going to, within 5 years, will be #1 manufacturing hub for automobile. The scrapping policy, I am trying my level best to make it clear as early as possible, by which 100% it is going to encourage the industry. You have to develop your vendors in India, and the export potential is very high. By good quality and good technology and with reasonable good price, the export potential is very, very high. And this is a field where we can dominate whole world by using the best technology in the country. I feel that all the things are very positive, and this is one of the potential field for the country, creating more employment potential. We need best technology. We need to reduce the cost. At the same time, without compromise with the quality, we need to make more research, and even we can upgrade the technology by joint venture with the technology from abroad. So it's really a pleasure for me. I fully support this e-vehicle policy, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, electric. This is my dream, and from 12 years I am working on this biofuel because I am related with agriculture. But alternative fuel is my passion, it's my priority, and 100% as a ministry we are ready to support you. Any problem if you have with the government policy, please come to me. We will support you. I will advise you that why you are not making industrial clusters for e-vehicle. In a one cluster, there will be all types of facility will be there. So even for Mumbai-Delhi Express Highway, we are making e-clusters. You can make it, by which you can reduce the cost. I am in full support of e-mobility, even for mass rapid transport on electricity. We are now planning to make a ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, or using in the hill area for transport, and that is the future. Even for tourism also, there is a huge potential. I am giving my all best wishes to all of you, and government will give you all type of support for development of this industry. This industry is going to create more employment potential in the country. The export potential is very good, and your research, your innovation is also very good. Our lot of new engineers, talented engineers are doing excellent jobs, and I'm giving my all best wishes to all of you. And 100% I'm confident that within 5 years, we will become a manufacturing hub, #1 manufacturing hub of the world, that is India. This is my dream. And with the cooperation of all stakeholders, I am confident that we will be succeed in this mission. We need cooperation, coordination and communication between all stakeholders. As a government, I am always ready. Whatever the problems you have related with the government, we will resolve that. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Gadkari ji. It was a real pleasure to hear. It's amazing how within a span of 20 minutes you are able to cover everything from biofuels to hydrogen to e-mobility within one opening remark. We as the India Energy Storage Alliance also in 2016 set a goal to make India a global hub for R&D as well as manufacturing and adoption of e-mobility and stationary energy storage technologies. And we have been working with our 100 members very closely in this part, working across ministries from Department of Science and Technology, MNRE, MOP, DHI, as well as DATI and Niti Aayog. So it's a real confidence booster to see you speaking with so much passion and authority on this topic, and everyone in the industry is really looking forward to implementing these areas. If you have time, I would like to request 2 questions from our leadership circle. So I request Sri Anand Nahata ji, who is the Managing Director of Execom Telesystems, which is a company which has taken a lead on both providing battery packs for e-vehicles as well as deploying charging infrastructure. So Anand, I will hand it over to you.
Thank you, Rahul. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister. In fact, we are lucky as we installed the charger at your house, the car battery just talking about the charger installed by. But sir, I have one question and one probable suggestion. There is, you answered some of that in your speech. One of the main questions for the industry is demand creation, and while there is global push, technology push, industry push to go towards vehicle, and a lot of government push as well. But in terms of policy, there is only one direct policy which helps in demand creation, which is FAME 2 currently. Is there anything else in works by the government which directly helps demand creation? Uh, this is one question, and one of the suggestions. Often we hear from consumers lack of good product availability in the market is also a reason for low demand. So one idea is if we allow foreign firms to import vehicles at maybe a negligible custom duty. However, with a compulsion that they have to invest a certain part of the value of the import, like in defense, 30%, 40%, 50% in the Indian manufacturing value chain over 3 years. That could really increase the adoption of electric vehicle at the same time set manufacturing base in our country. Thank you, sir.
First of all, we don't want to encourage any type of import as far as our e-vehicle is concerned. So the policy is very clear that we don't want to give any encouragement for that. Make in India and made in India is our mission. Atmanirbhar Bharat is our target. The other thing which is very, very difficult for you to make manufacture here in India, such type of crucial part which you are not in position to make it, case to case we will think on it. Regarding new policy, I feel that we don't need any new policy. Already presently whatever the policy is there is more than sufficient. And if you want some, you have suggestions related with the policy, time to time, case to case, we are positive and open. If you have any good suggestion for that, please give it to us. We will 100% consider. But giving more policy, creating more policy, more complications, I always have a feeling that it is going to create more complications. Allow people to work transparently. Don't control them. Don't regulate them. Only you can fix up the policy and give them the idea. I feel that that can be a good thing. If anywhere you need any addition, any suggestion for changing in the policy, or you need some support for that, your association can give us any type of demand for that. We are positive in the interest of industry, business. We will support you.
Yeah. So thank you, sir. Sir, the next question is from Srini Venu. He leads the strategy for SoftBank Energy, which is a lead investor in the e-mobility ecosystem in India. Srini, handing over to you. Srini, you are on mute. We cannot hear you.
Yeah. Am I audible now? Yeah, sir, very good afternoon to you. Thanks to really articulate on various technology initiatives, especially in this mobility space. This really took us to a different heights. I just have only one small suggestion. We, predominantly coming from the renewable energy space and having done a lot of installations in India as a developer. So we would humbly request your good officers to, have this renewable integration to the EV charging infrastructure, sir, because we strongly believe that the actual carbon emissions can really happen when the clean energy is actually, supporting these automotive initiatives, especially the e-vehicle initiatives. It could also reach to at least to around 97 to 98% of the carbon emission controlling factors. In fact, the couple of barriers what we are foreseeing mainly on this captive renewable energy projects is point number one. We have a barrier on this 1 megawatt of contracted demand load. That's already, the recommendations have gone to Ministry of Power. We would also request your ministry also to put a word as an extension to gain some additional support here. That is one major throughput, sir, because none of these charging stations really, unless it is a depot concept, we cannot see a contracted demand of around 1 megawatt. That is one challenge what we are foreseeing. And the other thing is, again, thanks to the government of India for initiating the battery manufacturing, especially in India, and we are also one of the key part in, during the policy framework working and all. But still, till then, the battery prices coming down, the storage is something which is really seen a bit costly at this given point of time. As you rightly said, again, importing is something which we have to really focus upon. So that said, would request your good officers to have this grid banking till then, at least for certain period, for say for 5 years or for 7 years kind of a period, so that the charging infrastructure can really pick up very fast, sir. That is a request from our side. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your time.
First of all, your issue related with the power ministry, you give me one representation, I will look into it and I will try to resolve that issue. I will make discussion with the power minister. My suggestion is power is available. Any type of power, preferably if definitely if the solar power is there, nothing like that. But there are a lot of problems related with the transmission and other things. But still, you give me your suggestion, I will talk with the power ministry. And the second issue is
development control regulation.
Development control regulation. What my suggestion is, now we need to fix up standards also. So there are some in the UK and USA, some European standards are there. So on the basis of that, with your association, give the representation to my ministry. I will talk with the other ministry also, and we will standardize the things. And because presently we don't have that much information, and even we don't have expertise who can take the decision on this subject. My suggestion to you, if it is to be accepted by all of you, we can accept these standards and norms, either of international norms, USA norms, or the European standards also. So you suggest us. On the basis of that, I will help you and we will go ahead.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I think we will submit to Rahul through this association. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Ashok Thakuria, Chief Editor of ETN, has requested, as you are aware, that on this occasion of India E-Mobility Conclave 2020, we would request you to release the cover of our e-mobility issue. So may I request you to please release the covers of ETN magazine? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I would like to thank you on behalf of the organizers, India Energy Storage Alliance. So just to give you a brief, we have been working in this sector for the past 7 years. And when not many of them were talking about energy storage, batteries, and e-mobilities, under leadership of Dr. Rahul Valavalkar, we started this movement in India. And today, India Energy Storage Alliance is having around 100 plus companies who are trying to get into energy storage and e-mobility sector and RE integration. So, of course, your vision, your dream, and our vision, which is to make India a hub for R&D, is complete match. And we would like to thank you for giving time to us and to our audience and addressing our members as well as delegates on this occasion of India E-Mobility Conclave. Again, thank you, sir.